Grizzly Acres Homestead. Hey guys, I'm back. Whoever saw it live today, I hope you enjoyed it. I got some more work done on the trail, partially in the live, and then I dug up that bridge and buried the culverts, and I'm not finished burying them yet, but here we go. It's a start. Needs a lot more dirt, a lot. And some more logs over where the dog is right now. But, you know what, I was really surprised to see in this little creek today. I mean, it's hardly any water flowing. But I saw a fish in here. I saw a fish down here. The sucker, probably 6 or 7 inch. I would imagine it was a trout. But, yeah, it went up and it disappeared into the ground here where the creek disappears. It goes on the ground and comes back above it. I mean, I drove the quad across here. There's no hole here, but there's a hole there. He may be hiding down in there or hiding underground somewhere else. Who knows where he went? But he was a good 6, 7 inches, I would imagine. Not big enough to eat, but you know what? It's a fish. So, anyways, I'm gonna work on this a little bit more yet tonight. Hopefully get it to the point where I can drive across here, get this finished, and then start laying some dirt over this here. It's got some pretty rough spots in here. This log for some reason is high. I think there's a root underneath it here somewhere. Anyways, I'm gonna try and start covering this with some dirt. It won't need a lot most places, but, well, for starters anyways. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna fall down this spruce, pull those 2 leaners out, which means taking those 2 little birch out, which is fine. I just don't like doing it because the spruce are leaning into them. The only way to get the spruce out is get the birch down, and that means I gotta fall the birch basically underneath the trees that are hanging in them. It's dangerous, but that's the plan for tomorrow, unless we get poured on. It is thundering in the distance again for a change. Not much of a change. It happens every night, it seems. And then, yeah, go from there. I may, if I need more, I mean, there's more spruce up that way anyways. But if I need more, I mean, there's a bunch here that I could fall out this way and they would reach, so I could winch them out. There's a ton more in there up on along that hillside, so, but I'm gonna need a bunch here, so. I did, as you can see, I did some weed whacking earlier today, just to basically to help it dry out and to give me find a spot where I could drive the quad through, because I had this all tore up. I pulled those logs out with the winch, yanked them over to this side here, and then drove the quad back around the other side there and got dirt. After I laid these culverts in here, I mean, they're flowing nice. Well, the one of them is. The other one's just an overflow, just in case we ever get that much water, but who knows? We may or may not. But, yeah, I'd like to, now that I know there's a fish in here, I mean, it'd be nice to have Maniacs up here right now. It's drier than it was last year, but what I'd like to do is actually maybe dig a bit of a hole here, pond kind of thing, and it'll help drain out, you know, connect it with the creek, obviously, But yeah, might just do a bit of a dig on it when I dig the trenches. But yeah, these trenches definitely got to go deeper than they are. But there's still water in them. It's just a trickle, but it's still, it's wet all the way down the end. So, it's running, but it's just running barely a trickle. I mean, you can't even see it run, so. But it's wet, so, I mean, that means we're draining some water out of this swamp, which I can still, every step I take is, you see how wet this ground is? Doesn't matter where you step, you find water. And then, yeah, same on this side. But yeah, this trail it's getting definitely more solid. Nicer ride now that I filled in the hollows a bit. Be nice to get a foot or two of dirt on top of it. And at the same time get the ends covered so it'll get it wider. Get a full 6-foot trail. Hard packed, solid. That would be nice. I mean, 6 feet is more than enough. It'd be nice to eventually get 8 or 10, but because eventually a guy could maybe drive a truck in here. But that's years in the future, if that road ever gets built, which I doubt in my lifetime, so. But, yeah, and the dirt I'm filling the holes with comes along the bank here. Along the bank going up the hill, because it's sloughing in, making it narrower. I don't want it narrower. And I'm finding some wet spots where I knew a lot from last year when I was digging. I knew there was wet spots because I had this hill here straight up and down basically, and by the end of the day, along the bottom there was water dripping out of it, which it's still damp now, but it's not wet enough to here it's damp, but it's not wet enough to run. Last year it was running, it was basically a creek running down this hill all the year, well, since it was done, right until winter. Bit of a creek running down the hill because I broke open a waterway somewhere because of the swamp on the back side, the east side here. It's the same as the ground as down below where we just came from. It's just soggy and swampy, which is nice. This year it's actually dry enough I could probably drive a quad through it right now. And actually I'm going to do that because I'm going to need a couple of small spruce logs to build my outhouse. Use the spruce logs for a base to set the pallet on. The pallet's going to be my floor. Yeah. Couple of logs. Black spruce, why not? Might last a little bit longer than the yellow spruce. And they don't have to be huge, so. Yeah, I'm going to start on that tomorrow or tonight yet. Who knows? I mean, it's damn near 8 o'clock, so I got to have a bite to eat here soon and then contemplate if I got to keep working or if I'm going to go and lay down. I'm definitely worn out. Got a lot of shoveling today. Anyways, that's the update for today. My live is still processing. It's gonna be a video as well on my channel, so hopefully. And then tomorrow I might just do another live. We'll see. Grizzly Acres Homestead, over and out.